tell me a little bit about early life, just kind of growing up. What was life like for you? Did you experience any kind of violence in life? What was your youth like?
Well, I grew up in a troubled home. It's the same story as a lot of people in prison. The house is not functional. My parents, they divorced at a young age, and, financial stuff was difficult. House got foreclosed upon in the 2008 financial crisis when the banks took our house for the commission and stuff like that. Overall, I got involved with the wrong people when I was 14, and I was very impressionable, and people filled my hate with propaganda. They filled my head with a lot of violent tendencies and stuff like that. So, my family, they're not criminals. No one in my direct family are felons. However, they were so caught up with working, and they were so caught up with, raising my brother and taking care of, the both of us that people can fall through the cracks of supervision, and there's a lot of predators online that try to coerce people into very bad lines of thinking with the intent to have them go and do terrible things. Unfortunately, I was a child that was, taken advantage of at that young age.
Okay, and you went 10th grade was the last year you did in school, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you lived you've been in Florida all your life?
I briefly have lived in North Carolina. I lived in the Northeast as well for a brief period of time. So I would have to say that most of my life I've lived in Florida, but, I spent entire summers of each year over in North Carolina, but overall schooling and stuff like that, yeah, pretty much Florida.
Okay. And you mentioned something happened to you at 14 years old where you got involved into something. What is the name of what you were involved in?